A very good afternoon. My name is Joseph Kamau and this is Younib TV News at 1. Now, the National Council of Kenyan Christian Churches NCCK has issued a blistering verdict on President Ruto's administration, accusing them of lying and making false claims. NCCK claims that the nation is in critical condition and exhorts Kenyans to take charge of their own destiny. Here is the report.
Lies and falsehood have been elevated to the point where no one knows what to believe anymore. These narratives are often premised on lies and falsehood. We appeal to you, Kenyans, brothers and sisters, to seek the truth.
Let us exercise the powers of the office of the citizen. One of them is to speak up. One of them is to stand up and be seen. We ask pastors wherever they are to speak boldly and to preach freely and to prophesy when God has placed a message on them.
All persons are free to attend worship services and give their offerings, but we will not allow the sacred religious practice to be used for self-promotion and self-marketing. We will continue propagating and applying the guidelines issued by the NCCK, which require that politicians should not be allowed to address congregations while inside the church.
Now, on to other story. President William Ruto confronted those who opposed important government initiatives yesterday, accusing them of being possessed by demonic forces and motivated to obstruct advancements. Ruto denounced as a national embarrassment those who rejoiced over the Adani Group's unsuccessful attempt to acquire JKIA. The president, however, emphasizes that critics cannot stop Kenya's progress and maintains that the airport's construction will go on forward with or without Adani.
Kuna pepo chafu ya upingamizi kupinga kila kitu. Kiwanda kama hii watu wanaipinga. Affordable housing wanaipinga. Chanjo ya ng'ombe kuondoa magonjwa wanaipinga. Mambo ya universal health coverage wanaipinga. Mambo ya afya wanaipinga. Sasa mimi nauliza, hii pepo chafu, nafikiri hata imefika wanapinga hata matoleo kanisani. Jameni, wale wanapinga airport hata hawajawahi kukanyaga kwa airport hata siku moja. Sasa unapinga tu ukiwa anyway, lakini ndio hivyo. Lakini mimi nataka niwahakikishie airport mpya tutajenga. Forget about those people who are saying you are my partner. You are not my partner. And I wish you were my partner. Because it is good to be a partner to a patriotic person like this, who believes in Kenya, who invests in your country. Ati airport imesimamishwa. Sasa wale wamesimamisha ujenzi wa airport ni mashujaa. Mashujaa wa kufanya kitu gani? Airport pale iko kwa runway. Airport inafuja. Iko kwa tent. Nchi zingine wanajenga airport zao. Yetu hapa Kenya ni sijui ni aina gani. Alafu kuna watu wanaongea hapo, oh tumeshinda sana sasa tumesimamisha kujenga airport. What?
Now, recently, several members of the president's cabinet have been vocally supporting him, despite his criticism of his administration and its initiatives. Oddly, those selected are members of the opposition Orange Democratic Movement party since entering the government. These modern-day Ruto supporters have evolved from vehement dictators to the president's most ardent defenders, opposing anyone who disagrees with his viewpoints, projects, or policies.
Unajua sisi pia tulete kwa serikali experts kali sana, your excellency. Tusiwe nchi ya kulalamika peke yake, kwa sababu mimi nina uhuru ya kusema chochote mimi nataka kusema. Huwezi kufunga mdomo yangu. Jana nimeongea hapa Taita Taveta, naona wengine wananirukia, Younib kwa bana, mdomo ni yangu. Siasa ni yangu.
Unaanza kusema they must fall, we will come for you my friend. Tuko na mdomo kama wewe. Ukileta tunaleta. Ukichoma tunachoma.
Tumeamua ya kwamba tunafanya kazi na Mheshimiwa Rais, tunamuunga mkono kwa njia yoyote. Leo, kesho na milele.
Nataka kuambia nimeona kina Ruto wanabweka. Mimi nawaambia wewe Ruto, wewe fanya heshima sana wewe.
Pana cheza na sisi wewe. Unatisha nani ba? Unatisha nani? Unatisha nani? William Ruto unatisha nani? Pinzani sasa tumesema kama yale yalikuwa kwa manifesto yetu yanafanyika, hakuna kitu ya kupinga. Sasa tunangoja kitu ya kupinga.
Na ukituletea noma hapa ndio headquarter. Wakileta noma, wakileta mbaya, wakileta noma.
Now, members of parliament have given the University of Nairobi Council a week to resolve the institution's ongoing governance crisis. This comes after Julius Meli, the chairman of the Parliamentary Education Committee, criticized the council for being ill-prepared and for ignoring important problems such as an unlawful management structures. Here is the full report.
This university is a serious crisis because we have major department. For example, when you have somebody acting in audit, human resource, planning, areas like administration and facility management. 14 members acting, 7 substantive. I think this is a real crisis. One vice chancellor and the Madam Vice Chancellor and the VC, I can say purely that this university is not heading in the right direction.
And this is the reason why we have been insisting that there has to be a repeal on the University Act. And that repeal on the University Act should affect in the manner university councils are selected. The idea of giving one person called the cabinet secretary all the power to appoint all the way from the vice chancellor, going all the way to the members of that council, is inherently wrong.
That's the level.
You are completely out of order, Chair. You are completely out of order.
Okay.
We know the various positions that you the council, seeks the concurrence of the minister on appointment.
Yes.
And there are only mainly 3.
Yes.
The VC, but with the input of the council.
Yes.
In this case, you cannot say the council, when we are going to appoint a DVC or a VC, it is the input of the council through the CS and through the Public Service Commission that you appoint. That is the government of Kenya.
We are going to take a short break. We will be back with more news updates.
Je, wewe ni mfanyabiashara katika sekta ya elimu, afya bora, usafiri ama unamiliki kampuni yoyote ile? Ungependa kupata fursa ya kutangaza biashara yako ili kuwafikia wateja zaidi? Usikonde. Runinga ya Younib inakupa fursa ya kupeperusha matangazo kuhusu bidhaa na huduma unazotoa kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi kupitia nambari za simu 0750344700 ama kupitia barua pepe marketing@younibtv.com. Jinyakulie leo. Younib TV, ever the best.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Remember, this is Younib TV, ever the best. Now, despite a 56-day strike earlier this year that ended with hopeful agreements, the Kenyan Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentist Union, KMPDU, is once again on the verge of going on strike after issuing a 21-day notice of strike in reaction to what they describe as the government's broken promises. Now, the union leaders blame the administration for evasion and a lack of resolve to address the fundamental problems that brought the healthcare systems to its knees.
Hereby issue a strike notice of 21 days, which is to commence on 22nd of December 2024, just 1 minute or 1 second before midnight of 23rd. If our demands as per the return to work formula are not implemented, then we have no business going to boardrooms anymore. We have seen a situation where the collective bargaining agreement that was negotiated and has been implemented for 7 years, this government of the day has decided to unilaterally reduce the wages of these doctors by 70%.
So we don't know anything, but they are supposed to be, what I've heard, or what they are supposed or purporting to pay is equivalent to 1 month, but we have worked for 4 months. So, in short, we still owe them 3 months' salary down the line. They owe us, sorry.
In the union's inspiration, through the workers' blush around. We hereby issue a strike notice of 21 days, which is to commence on 22nd of December 2024, just 1 minute or 1 second before midnight of 23rd. If our demands as per the return to work formula are not implemented, then we have no business going to boardrooms anymore. We have seen a situation where the collective bargaining agreement that was negotiated and has been implemented for 7 years, this government of the day has decided to unilaterally reduce the wages of these doctors by 70%.
So we don't know anything, but they are supposed to be, what I've heard, or what they are supposed or purporting to pay is equivalent to 1 month, but we have worked for 4 months. So, in short, we still owe them 3 months' salary down the line. They owe us, sorry.
In the union's inspiration, through the workers' blush around.
Now, in accordance with a statement from the President's office, the entire board of the Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital has been dissolved with immediate effect. This decision comes after Professor Olive Mugenda resigned as the board chairperson and President Ruto accepted the resignation letter. Decisions have been made in accordance with the efforts to restore stability and effective government, with which now include disbanding the board and beginning its reconstitution. Here is the report.
Tangu jana tumekuwa tukifika hapa 6 am. Mgonjwa hajaonekana na daktari lakini ako kwa ward. So tunatafuta transfer lakini wote wako on strike.
Nilibukiwa kuja clinic jana ili nifanyiwe surgery. Tulikaa mpaka jioni. Tukaambiwa turudi ikiwa nangojea bila wataongea na management. So nimerudi tena leo nione kama kuna tofauti yoyote. Lakini nimepata bado mgomo bado unaendelea. So imetuvunja moyo sana. Mimi siko peke yangu, ni mgonjwa. Tuko wengi ambao wagonjwa ambao wako hapa.
Now, on to some county news. Somewhere at a religious event in Luanda, Vihiga County, 2 individuals have passed away and over 50 more are in the hospital after eating food that may have been contaminated. The man who allegedly provided the contaminated food is being held by the authorities. The impacted attendees were from over 10 Pentecostal Assemblies of God churches and had gone to a fundraiser event on Sunday.
Kufikia sasa tumepoteza watu wawili, mama pamoja na mtoto. Watoto wawili, wote wakiwa washirika wetu wa kanisa la PAG.
Ninasikitika hata kueleza ya kwamba kuna familia moja ambayo ina watu 6 wa jamii moja ambao wote wamelazwa hapa na watoto wako hali mahututi. Kwa hivyo kwa familia moja watu 6 wote kuwa katika hali hii itakuwa ni ngumu wao kuweza kugharamia matibabu.
Kwa hivyo tunahuzunika sana na huyo mtu mwenye ametenda hiyo kazi. Wacha tuseme watu wote alaniwe.
And so far we've been able to accommodate up to 56 patients as of now. And looking at the pattern since admission and institutional management, we are seeing that there's a lot of improvement. As of now, most of our patients are stable and we're looking forward to a full recovery.
Mzee huyu ndiye alitengeneza chakula mwenyewe, alipika chakula hicho usiku na anaitwa Rogobwa. Mahali ambapo tunaongelea saa hii ameshikwa, anaendelea kufanywa uchunguzi.
Now, still on county news, now we go to the county of Nakuru, where after days after being closed due to an expose that revealed the exhumation and recycling of graves to make more rooms for burials, the Nakuru South Cemetery is scheduled to reopen. The Nakuru County Assembly Health Committee made this revelation after touring the site, which had been shuttered 5 days prior, causing mourners to look for alternate burial locations inside the county. Here is the report.
For sure, we have confirmed that one part of the South Cemetery is full, and we had come actually to assess to see whether there is still an existing space. The land that we have determined that actually they have never buried anybody is like 3 acres on the other side. They're actually neighboring the game park. That is the side that the land that we've said that actually is free.
Tutaifanya kama matter of county importance, tuilete ili tupee the executive authority ya kwamba pale lile shamba ambalo watu hawajazikwa tuwapee uhuru wa watu wazikwe.
And it is upon us and the land department to be able to demarcate and be able to produce titles so that we really know where is our boundaries, because we see there's a lot of land grabbing.
We do not have enough funds, because I can tell you, if you go to Joro, cemetery is full, Moro is about to be full, Elbagon we are remaining with 1 line, it's about to be full, and by the end of the year, of the next year, you're not going to have any place to bury our loved ones.
News bulletin at 1 here at Younib TV. Just a question, how well did you do at New Year's resolution this year? Well, see you.